Corneria, fourth planet of the Lilat system. The evil Andros turned this once thriving system into a wasteland of near extinction. General Pepper of the Cornerian army was successful in exiling this maniacal scientist to the barren, deserted planet Venom. 5 years later, General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom. James McCloud, Pigma Dangar, and Peppy Hare of the Star Fox team were sent to investigate. Upon their arrival, Pigma betrayed the team, and James and Peppy were captured by Andros. Peppy barely escaped Venom and returned home to tell James' son, Fox, about his father's fate. A few years have passed. Andros has again invaded the Lilat system. General Pepper has turned to a new Star Fox team, headed by Fox McCloud, to save Corneria and free the Lilat system once again.
Hey gents, Scheme Rhythm here with the first run-through of Star Fox 64. I'm going to be doing 3 of these. I'm probably going to separate them into 2 videos each. I'm going to do Easy Path, Medium Path, and Hard Path. So we're starting with Corneria on all 3.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andros won't have his way with me.
That's what she said. So, I'm going to be skipping these scenes and everything in the subsequent playthroughs because I don't want to show them more than once. The only thing I'm going to show more than once probably is the ending.
Open the wing.
And just relish this brilliant voice acting from the original Star Fox team. And by Star Fox team, I mean the voice actors, not Fox, Falco, Slippy, and Peppy.
Falco here. I'm fine.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Slippy here. I'm okay.
Alright.
I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll.
Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going through the game, and like I said, I'm going through in 3 playthroughs. I'm going to upload them as 2 videos each, so in other words, I'm going to do, I don't know how many. I'm going to split the video, because the whole video here is about 30 minutes. No, what am I saying? Not 30 minutes, 50 minutes, Jesus. So, I don't know, 2 25-minute videos, but I don't know if I'm in the middle of the stage. It'll depend on if I'm towards the end of the stage or beginning of the stage, but you know, I'm going to split it. That's the point I'm making. But I don't really know why I'm doing this. I mean, I've shown you all the stages. I haven't shown you all the dialogue, but I didn't think that was necessary.
Everybody stay alert.
But I did a bulk recording of all this the other night, so I'm actually recording my commentary right now, right before I go and see Machine Head. Fucking yeah, fucking right, Machine fucking Head. There will not be any videos of that though, because cameras are not allowed in the room in the House of Blues. And there's also the matter that I have to head off for the streetcar in about 2 hours or so. Well, for me, real time, not for you when this goes up, because you won't be seeing this until the Monday after. But I just remembered I really got kind of tired of playing this just because I played through 3 times in a row.
I guess I should be thankful.
Playing any game all the way through 3 times in a row in the span of less than 3 hours. Just think about that. That's me. I used to do shit like that all the time as a kid. And I don't remember what I was trying to do. I don't know if I was trying to get the medal or not, but you're gonna see the backpack boss at least. Just everyone's favorite boss. One of the most iconic things in all of Star Fox. Or at least all of Star Fox 64. That first boss. And it's impressive. Well, I missed +5 earlier on one of those mechs. So, I don't know. I don't know if I would have made the metal or without that or not.
Enemy robot. Dead ahead.
It looks like I wouldn't have. Oh well. But yeah, if you're going the easy path and you don't, all you have to do is not fly through the loops in the water area. Yes, that was water. And you end up finding this guy. I couldn't decide which leg I wanted to take out, so I didn't take it out in one go. Basically, you take out a leg and he can't move. Like, this is the saddest excuse for a boss in any game I have ever played. But it's just so classic. I guess this is the Gundam reference. This is a part of the Gundam reference. Speaking of Gundam references, what did the guys in Sector Y tell him? Like, seriously, they compare how relatively lame this mech is compared to the ones that they use in Sector Y. Like, couldn't they have spared him of the more advanced model? I don't know. It seems like it would have been a smart idea, considering he seems to be at least one of the lead guys that is in charge of the invasion of Corneria. Sorry, I had to cut out for that. My Emperor, I failed you. Sorry, that's one of my favorite lines.
We're heading out. All aircraft report.
But, you know, these stages aren't very long. They take between 4 and 7 minutes each.
I'm fine.
Well, not counting fails, but I don't think I failed in any of this. This was just a straight run through. I didn't give a shit about medals. And, God, I gotta pee, man! Gotta pee! Gotta pee! Gotta pee! Gotta pee! Right, let's go through Medio and to the boss that I've never showed in this. Actually, I think I got the medal here on Medio without going through the warp. I was quite flabbergasted. I was quite impressed.
Impressive, Star Fox. Now watch out for enemies in the asteroid field.
I won't let you down, sir.
And I didn't get to show this scene, which was pretty awesome.
Things are starting to heat up.
Quit dinking around, Flip.
We're heading into the asteroid.
It's amazing how Peppy just said in that one sentence what everyone is thinking, albeit in much cleaner language. But yeah, I was just messing around, trying to find something to spend my time on because I wanted to destroy these asteroids. You know, I read an interesting article about asteroid fields. The average length between asteroids is, and even in an asteroid belt where the asteroids are unusually clustered, is like hundreds, if not thousands of miles apart. So in other words, all these things like the famous Star Wars scenes where they're flying through these asteroids and all that stuff, total bullshit, because asteroids in real life are not that close, ever. Which is kind of counterintuitive when you think about it, because, you know, you'd think they'd be pulling into each other, but no. Somehow it's not how it works. I guess part of that, though, is because all the ones that were close to each other have already crashed into each other, and the ones that collide end up getting knocked out of orbit in some way. So they either end up flying off into space, or they end up just, I don't know, no longer around. Maybe they crash into a planet, or they get sent hurtling towards the sun. Hopefully to not crash into us, but, you know.
Can you make it?
Use the brake.
I'm sure that's what those scientist dinosaurs were thinking 65 million years ago. Because they had scientists, right? I mean, how do we know they didn't? I mean, sure, there are no remnants of civilization, but who's to say that they didn't figure out how to live without that kind of bullshit, like buildings and stuff like that? Who says they needed steel to be sophisticated and intelligent? Before you link me to anything regarding the size of their brain cavities, shut the fuck up. I'm making a joke. It's going to be very rough to avoid cursing on future LPs that are rated E. Well, I think I can get away with saying damn once or twice, but I think I should make it count so that games that are E10 plus or E, but could arguably be E10 plus, count as E10 plus. Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? You know, something like that. I'm never gonna play that game, by the way. I refuse. Sorry, but I refuse to play that game. It'd be like this game, except not as good as, but it's like this game, but with more branching paths. It's a platformer that controls like you're an ice skater, and it's just not very fun. Well, I take that back. It can be fun, but it's frustrating as hell to go through and get everything. Like, it was almost not. I think it kind of wasn't worth it to go and get through to the final ending of that game, just because to get the final ending, you had to get all the other endings, and some of those stages in that game are just frustratingly annoying. Like, there's this one stage where you have to look for these scientists, I think it was, and rescue them, and it's just, everything looks the same, and you have to pass through these invisible walls, or rather, these walls that are not there but look like they're there. Excuse me. And it's just a big recipe, big clusterfuck of a. Ugh. I didn't hate that game, but god damn it! In retrospect, they. Now, I also stay away from that game because that game came out right around the same time that my grandfather died. And I remember I actually got it on our way to a hospital in Texas where we found out he was a vegetable, basically. So it was like, I could play my video game, but I'm kind of depressed. But I'm gonna go ahead and play my video game, because fucking hell, I'm 13. What else am I going to do? I'm obviously not 13 now. I hope I don't sound like I'm 13. I'd like to think that my vocabulary is a little more sophisticated than a 13-year-old. But then again, I have mentioned that I'm in college. I could be a child genius, but I don't think I come off as a child genius either, so, you know. Oh yeah, there's this guy. I suck at this boss now because I never fight him anymore. Basically, you're supposed to avoid hitting the shield if you can and hit the little yellow things that appear. Like, there's one. The yellow triangles. I managed to get them all, but I think I get owned in the second phase. This is a 3-phase boss fight, by the way, and it's over in like a few minutes, but it's a 3-phase boss fight. Anyway. Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! I might get to that game eventually. I don't know. I have like a whole lot of games planned, and I was like, dude, what the hell? And I was like in the way of the electricity or whatever it was that he was shooting. I was like, damn it. But you know, I'm just complaining a lot. Sonic Adventure was a fun game, but if I were to play it, I would be driven to go and get all the emblems, and I don't really know if I want to do that. You know what? I'm not even gonna mention it, because I've got plans that extend very, very far into the future. Like, I probably won't run out of things to do for another couple of years, probably, if I decide to keep up with this channel. There's that that exasperated,
but I'm in a hurry.
Almost like a fat person's breathing, but that's just my post or pre-laugh breathing. It's weird.
All aircraft report.
I'm fine.
Because we were all so worried.
I've taken a few hits, but I'm okay. You worry about your own hide.
Okay, Falco. I'll remember who not to send the Christmas presents to next year. 360. That's awesome. I could not have planned that, possibly, at all. I could not have planned it better. Alright. Let's see. Is the easy path to... Yep. Yep. Fortuna, not Ficina, Fortuna is the easy path. Wait, what? No, it's Ficina. Ah, God! Why? It's Fortuna.
Recover our base from the enemy army.
Roger, General.
because I keep getting confused because they're both in Star Fox 64, and I remember one of them was the barren snowy blizzard land like this one is, and one of them was this jungle environment. And I'm pretty sure it was Fuchina that was the jungle environment. And then to further confuse it, they're reversed in the original Star Fox. So this level, I think, was Fortuna was a jungle area, or jungle type area. Either that or Fuchina was the one that was a snowy wasteland. So it's really confusing to me. So I don't really get it.
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. There's one down.
I don't even care that I'm not talking, because I get to see Machine Head and you don't. Actually, if someone here is seeing Machine Head, just know that I will be in the same building as you. Or was in the same building as you, I guess technically. Because that's when this happened, but...
Shoot, he's right behind you.
This is not going to happen by the time this goes up, but I think I'm going to start reviewing games that I finish LPing.
Let you get away from me.
I don't know, it'll be a while before I write a review of this, but I have basically a full review of Dark Souls written that I haven't... I want to record it and make it into a video, but I haven't done that yet.
A bomb has been planted at the base.
So, taking the easy path, you actually want to let the timer run out on this one,
Can't let you do that, sophomore.
and letting it play the full cutscene here.
Happy, long time no see. Andross's enemy is my enemy.
Star Wolf.
Just what I need to see.
You don't have to shoot down any of them, technically, to be able
Let's take
to
care of these guys first.
move on. Because you can eventually, there's just going to be a timer. But I shot down everyone but Wolf, and then I just got Wolf in front of me and never shot at him, and it turns out that he'll keep turning. And I remember thinking around here, how did they program this AI? Because in space shooters like this, and even more so in the Star Wars games that actually let you do like full three-dimensional movement in space as you're piloting. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was wondering how they programmed that, because I don't know, like you think about it, a lot of enemies don't really jump much, and they don't really move around really in the true 3D aspect that often. Like a lot of them will move around in sort of left and right, up and down, back and forth, or they'll do some combination of moving around on the ground but without jumping. But in games like this, you have them doing like full three-dimensional movement, forward, backward, left, right, up, down. And I can only imagine how much harder that is to actually program. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it from a physics standpoint too much, because when you start thinking about it in physics, that third dimension just makes it so much more complicated than it really is. Because most motion can be described in terms of 2 dimensions. I mean, if you really think about it, like, it's hard to have motion that fully utilizes 3 dimensions. Like, sure, you can jump while moving left. You can jump to the left or right or diagonally, but there's some angle where that's going to look like 2-dimensional movement. And it's only like,
Danger.
I don't know, you'd have to be like moving in a helix or something like that to
Let's take care of
make
these
it
guys first.
to really have true true movement that can be described only in 3-dimensional terms. But I'm sorry, that's how I started thinking during like AP Physics. Whenever I would get bored, I would start thinking about how much more difficult it would be to think about things in 3D. But then I started thinking about how unnecessary it would be to start describing things in 3D. I guess not so much in quantum mechanics, but I haven't taken quantum mechanics yet. So yeah, you can see I'm just circling around Wolf and just having fun. Just keeping him from getting out of my sights, and he tries to be a little tricky bitch here and get away from me, but no.
15 seconds.
I could have shot him down like 50 times by now. It's kind of getting on my nerves looking at it. I was like, I'm gonna shoot. I shot him once just to get the anger out. I was thinking how funny it would have been to shoot him down just as it hit 0. But
Looks like we win today.
looks like we win today, Star Fox. Oh wait, it's just me. Looks like I win today, Star Fox.
Maneuvers. Get out of there!
It's like, sure you do. I guess staying alive counts as a victory for some people, so I guess it would count for Wolf. Although I guess they don't really die technically so much as just get shot down. Although it does confuse me whenever he gets to places like Venom or even better, Bulse. Well, I guess Bulse isn't technically the I'd say they actually do die if you go through Bulse, but Bulse isn't the canonical way to do it.
They almost got us.
I know, Star Fox canon, but
I'm not too crazy about
if you go through Adventures, you'll notice that the hard mode ending, which takes you through Area 6 and not Bulse, is actually the canonical ending. Alright, I think I'm going to split the video here, so I'll see you guys on the next Star Fox 64 Easy Path, where we will be moving on through the rest of the levels, starting with Sector X.